this talk is global gardening. It's about getting your garden on the web. Now, I think all gardeners really, by their nature, love to be show-offs. I mean, how many gardeners are there that you've gone to visit them and they say, hey, come look at my stuff, look at this, right? I mean, we all do that, right? Don't we? Is there anybody here that likes to hide their garden in the world? See what I say? We're all show-offs, all right? We're also, from my opinion, all thieves, but that's for another video. Okay. And actually, I have that one on the web about gardeners being thieves. So anyway, so this is about taking your garden to the World Wide Web. I think there are many places where you can actually show the garden on the web. I mean, you got Facebook, for instance, which has their own video thing. I use YouTube. I happen to like YouTube. They're real good friends of mine. Google likes me. Google has really helped set my business up because they like to list me way up top. So there are numerous different venues out there, though, where a person can take the garden and they can display it on the web. So the question would be, why would you want to do such a thing? Well, I've already covered the one. You love showing off. I know you do. Okay. But the other one, though, could be promotion of a business or a service. People have got gardens that do bed and breakfast and all that kind of stuff, and vacation rentals. Obviously, there's a promotion factor there. I originally set up my channel on the web for only one reason. It was the cheapest possible way for me to create a credential in the eyes of the world as a horticultural expert. Just by making these videos, putting my stuff out there on the web, people start watching the things, and they go, oh, who is this guy, right? Well, I link the videos to my website. They go, I like what he says. And so they contact me, and then they hire me to come work for them, And so you can use it for promotion. Currently, I no longer promote a consultation anymore. I don't want to bother with it. I don't want to travel around and look at your garden, honestly. Okay. But I do promote seed sales. I sell tropical seeds, and that's anytime I go on that YouTube channel right there and I put up a video with me sticking a piece of fruit in my face, man, I could sell thousands of dollars worth of seeds, because the smile you get is it's communicable. See somebody with drooling and you start drooling too. Yeah. And so I used it as an image building service, actually, to put an image out there on the web originally. So another reason a person might want to do this is for profit, which is sort of crosses over promotion. I mean, obviously we promote things, so we make money on them. I ended up with one video where I posted, I think I had about 100 cabbages out in the garden, and I was talking about how beautiful the cabbages were growing in Mountain View in our garden, and I got a phone call from a lady named Kualani at the Hawaii Food Basket here in Hilo. It's a government-subsidized food distribution program supporting local agriculture and trying to get local people to eat local food. She says, will you sell me the cabbages? I said, yeah, sure. I was going to sell them to somebody. That started a whole thing. She just left the house, and now the last load, I think that was $1,500 worth of pineapples that went in her trunk today. Yeah, and so it started with one video about cabbages, And so, and actually for me, that has driven expansion of production of vegetables. I did not come here thinking I wanted to be a vegetable farmer, but local people want the local food. We don't have enough of it around here. I'm glad to do it. It makes me feel like I'm part of a community and I'm actually here for some reason whatsoever. It's amazing how much you can get out of these videos. I'm serious. It depends. If you got the guts just to step past it. Another thing is how-to videos. Gardeners love to talk about what they do, and some of my most popular videos that I have ever done are how-to, especially when it comes to pruning. Pruning is always a mystery. Pruning berries, nothing in the world has ever given me more hits than a raspberry pruning video. It's an old video, it's been around for ages, and it wasn't the best one. I think it goes back almost 10 years now, that video, but I believe I probably have had millions of hits on it. It's probably the best raspberry pruning video on the web, according to the people who watch it. And so how-to is a great thing where you can share what it is that you know. Another one, too, is show and tell. Like I said about tasting fruit. tasting fruit is a good one. I can sell more plants out of my nursery in Mountain View when I get up in front of the camera and eat something that I'm growing there in the nursery, and it's really good, and I don't have to lie because it's so good that the look on my face in front of the camera just sells it. So yeah, it works real good when you're trying to sell fruit that way. And some of us are shy. I find there's a lot of people that don't want to get up in front of a camera. People, when I aim a camera at them, don't run, they're scared of the thing. It doesn't capture your soul. And if you happen to be like I am currently, I believe this thing's running, yeah. If you happen to be standing in front of, now I got a room full of people in front of me, but if I'm at home alone doing this video with that camera, it's just me and that camera. That camera can see anything, Once you put it on the web, everybody sees it. But in the meantime, while you're talking to the camera shy or being afraid of the camera, when you and the camera are all alone in a room, that's kind of weird. Okay. I think though there's a hook for everything or a niche. How about the mystery gardener? Anybody out there wants to put stuff on the web in their garden, but they don't want to show who they are? How about a mask? the phantom of the garden, I'm serious, you could sell that, And there's a lady in England, she don't show much, but she gardens in the nude. I've tuned in a couple of times, just hoping she'd show something, but she don't show much. But that's a niche too. There are ways to draw people in. Hawaiian gardens, for instance, statuary exotic plants. I've done a lot of videos before with artists that do statues in the garden and stuff. And that stuff, a lot of people enjoy it. But I find that being here in Hawaii, I get people across the entire planet, everywhere, that watch my videos because it's in Hawaii. It's not because it's me, it's because it's here. And so all they do is they listen to the birds in the background. They just love that, They're sitting in the office, and there's birds and Bill's talking. Maybe I pull down my guitar. Oh, this is so cool. I like this movie, And then I start talking about Donald Trump, and they delete me permanently. I gotta watch that. So anyway, the world is full of nastiness. There's no doubt about it, right? And it has been for a long time. I don't know whether the world is any nastier today than it once was or not, but it's a mess out there. And I think that one of the reasons, the reason I want to do garden videos is that in general, gardeners are good people. And you're all doing nice stuff, This is all beautiful stuff, and it makes the world a better place. That's how I got into it. I made a silly commitment as a 17-year-old kid that I said, I want to leave the world in a better way than I found it. That was stupid. Talk about a challenge. But it's true. Gardeners are generally really good people, and there's so much white supremacism and Nazis and God, who knows, and fundamentalism and all this junk out there that we're being assaulted with, and people are being drawn to it. Sometimes I feel like I'm like this, beacon of light. The guy with the grapefruit, It's like, what's important today? The green beans are amazing. They really taste good, It's like, shall we burn a country? No, let's grow pumpkins, right? Really, I'm dead serious about this, though. I really am. I think we almost all owe it to this planet to try to spread more good, and gardeners are definitely, other than that they'll steal everything they get their hands on when it comes to plant material, are good people. There's lots of room for beauty in this world out there on the web. Who knows? You might even change somebody's life. You really can. Sometimes I actually think that I had a lady come to me one time and say, my son, he listens to your channel. He's 16. He loves listening. I'm so happy that instead of listening to, white supremacism, that the kid wants to plant sweet corn, like the one you're growing in Hawaii. And so it connects to people, and it makes a better place. The world's changed so much around us. How many of you were born in the day of the vacuum tube and the Ford Flathead? I can tell by the color of the hair out here. Yeah, see. Yeah. Chevy, they didn't even have an overhead valve in a Ford when I was born. And it's changed. I still use vacuum tubes in my guitar amplifiers because they have a specific tone quality you can't replace with a digital sound. But other than that, everything's digital, everything's online. And like I said, there's like 500 videos sitting in that laptop over there, you know, the thing's no thicker than a pizza. It's such a strange thing. You can become today your own television station. Because of the web, with businesses, it used to be maybe you had to have a nice brick and mortar store and stuff like this, you know, and it had to look attractive and all that. These days, you know, maybe I didn't clean the house for a month, but they're still shopping on my online store and it looks great. You know, it's like that. That we have a whole new world. And the rest of us are now able to actually access things that we were never able to do. I mean, I always wanted a dark room when I was younger with a camera, you know. Well, now the dark room's in here. I could never afford it when I was young, you know. My editing for the video, my whole movie studio, my guitar studio, it's all on computer hard drives. Everything has changed. You can become your own television station, pushing forth your own information to the world. And you can speak to the entire planet, actually, through the internet. It used to be that it was just like, oh, the garden club's coming to tour my garden, big deal, you know. Well, yesterday, people from Cyprus, people from New Zealand, people from England, people that were, you know, hey, Bill, what's new in the garden, you know. They're touring my garden from the entire planet. As far as amateur videographers, is there anybody here that does shoot videos? Anybody shoot videos at all? Got one? Yeah, no, one there. Okay. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are doing it all the time with their cell phone, and they're sitting there on Yelp stuffing a hamburger in their face, you know. But if you're using a cell phone, which I don't think is a good tool, that's a good tool right there. It's a video camera. But if you're using a cell phone, you can do it, but make sure you turn it landscape. There's nothing worse. People taking the cell phone, turning it like this, and there's these bars cutting off the image. It's totally amateurish. You want to turn it this way if you use it. Make a great video. You would want to also break scenes as you're talking and you are changing topics, spot, location, whatever it is. You want to break because editing is really, really, really important on these things. Most of the YouTube videos that are unwatchable, I can't watch them anyway, are videos that are just raw footage. They've never been edited. It's like the people think that every word they ever said was golden or something. I don't know. If I didn't edit my videos, I could be the dumbest son in full on earth. Because I'll sit there and go, oh, what was I thinking about? Oh, I forgot, you know. Then all of a sudden, here come the helicopters, and it's like, God, I have to take that out too. You know, the tulips we grow here, I plant red tulips with a 4-letter word in the field for them. Anyway, so you want to break scenes, you learn how to edit. Editing programs are really simple. It used to be on the old Windows, they actually had a thing called Windows Movie Maker that was embedded. And I think that went all the way up to about 8, maybe. I know it was an XP and all the other systems. It's not on 10 anymore. But they have another one in there. There's another one that will work that's in the Windows 10 too. It's loaded right in your basic operating systems that you can use. I used Windows Movie Maker for the first 2-3 years that I made videos. You can always tell by the looks of the font and stuff that it was Windows, but it's all right. Currently, I use Sony Vegas. I happen to like it. Use a tripod. That way you can shoot yourself. You know, I don't use technical people. I don't have crews. And people have asked me, how do you do the close-ups? How do you do all the camera junk? You know, it's in the editing on that. I take the raw footage, I come into the kitchen, I sit down at the table, and I start chopping it up. So you can edit and cause all sorts of things. If you got a camera, you shoot yourself, and as far as I'm concerned, as you can see here, I just keep talking. And probably 80% of what comes out of my mouth isn't worth sharing with the rest of you, but there was 20% that was pure gold, and I added down to it. Yeah, dealing with inspiration is another problem. Where do the ideas come from? You know, you find stuff. You can, if you want to, you can invite me. I'll come by probably if you got a really nice garden, and I'll shoot videos in your garden. I've done this before. You know, there are. Ooh, how about yes? Whoa, hey. How about that sound effects at that? Let's see. Anyway. Yeah, so then there's the fear. People are afraid of trolls, and I get them too. I have to deal with them, and there's fear of the camera.